Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You are now watching us in the masterwork. Thank you guys for all the likes, the shares, the comments, to the people that's been subscribing. What up, though? Make sure y'all continue to tell a friend. Why? So we all can be friends. And shout out to my old subscribers, you know, the ones that's been rocking with me since sliced bread, or however long you've been rocking with me, as long as you continue to rock with me. Now let's go ahead and slide into this message and see what it's giving. Because it's pretty much giving the truth and always giving the truth, the divine truth. So help me, ELOHYM, God Almighty, the Most High, Allah, Source, the Creator, the highest of the high. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into this message because people been capping. People been lying, making up shit. Them feds raided that boy's house, not so they could confiscate all the videos and recordings that they had of the fake elite doing a business. No, them feds waited and looked and seen that he had a flight already booked. They saw where he was going. It's one person in particular I keep saying, this white man. He looked like a young Matt Damon. I said this like last year. The nigga looked like Matt Damon. I don't know. He looked like he's very clean, and he seemed like he went to the big boss and was like, or whoever in charge, and said, "Hey, let's let him go." It's 12-12. They said, "Hey, let's let him go to wherever he's flying to." Right? Let's say he went to Jamaica. We're gonna make that up. The nigga who looked like Matt Damon said, "Let him go to Jamaica, cause while he in Jamaica, we gonna raid his home. He won't. We gonna get him where he least expected." When they went in there and they raided that nigga home, they took all his technology. Now, the man who was in charge when they raided the house, he wasn't on the property at first, or he wasn't sent out with them, but he got his own USB drives. He has all the audio, all the video. He even got notes or like documents, uh, uh, NDAs that people done signed for Diddy. He got those contracts. He got audio, video contracts, all of that. They telling y'all that they did that raid to confiscate any bullshit that he had on the fake elite, so he wouldn't go, so he couldn't take them down. Bullshit. If you go get on Instagram, you hear 50 Cent say he paid big money for tapes like that. So whatever Diddy got, that's not the only tape. And let me tell y'all how narcissistic niggas like these are. Niggas will commit an unlawful act with themselves on it or their voice on it and record it. That's a narcissist. And I know y'all like yes it is, that's a narcissist. For you to think that you can do unlawful acts and record yourself, that's stupidity, right? You out here doing illegal shit or shit you ain't supposed to be doing, you recording yourself. Any criminal or crook that do shit like that, they're dumb. I don't give a fuck how smart they plan some shit out and it worked, they're dumb. You it's like if you're gonna commit a crime, you might as well commit it by yourself, so you can't have nobody tell on you. You committed a crime by yourself, but you got somebody tell on you, a fucking camcorder or a fucking recorder. This is how people get caught up, being a narcissist, feeling like you're untouchable, feeling like you can't be fucked with. The only way that you can get that energy is if you're connected to God Almighty. And we all know that nigga not connected to God Almighty, because God Almighty don't pick up what the fuck he put down. When God Almighty come and pick it up, it's to beat that ass. I'm telling y'all, that nigga going to prison. And if they don't off him or he off himself, which I didn't see him off himself, I only saw that for Gay Z, they gonna try to make him not tell. Let me tell you what I see. He's going to testify against every last one of them. You want to know why? Because it lowers his sentence. So they either gonna knock that nigga off, which I don't see that either. Cause I see God Almighty all up in this. And what I mean is God Almighty gonna let everybody go down and go to prison. I seen a lot of them cowards kill themselves. A lot of people like they rated P. Diddy but didn't rate Dan. Don't worry about it. See, God Almighty got foot soldiers for P. Diddy. God Almighty gonna handle the good burger manager God Almighty's way, personally. Y'all worried about, oh, why the feds ain't raid him? Why he ain't in court? Because that's not his punishment. The way that God Almighty gonna cut his fucking ear off and toe tag him, shit, he gonna wish the feds raided his ass. Y'all be sitting up here waiting on that fake bitch Sloan Bella, cause somebody gonna say she said that they raided him and that they were doing this for the fake elite. No, they not. Whatever they confiscated from off them computers and phones and shit, they already got that. You feel me? That man went in there and got them NDAs. That man went in there and got some shit. Like he was looking for a specific, for something specific. So while they in there tearing up that technology and doing all that shit, tearing his house up, he was looking for something in particular. Something where he was told to go look at. Like a little birdie told him. So not only do they got audio and video, they got NDAs. They got documents that people sign to keep their top to their bottom. Y'all gonna see a lot of your favorite celebrities in these rooms doing unjust shit. Now, if they fucking with adults, they do what the fuck they want to do behind closed doors. But if any kids is in there, because I saw some children like minors, like 15, looking like they damn 20. That's why I be telling me, and y'all better start IDing these bitches. Because bitches really be like 16, trying to mess with grown men, then your ass get hemmed up and get locked up, then what? That shit fake, y'all. It's all scripted. This girl commented talking about they already know what they gonna do. Not necessarily. They have plans, but anybody that's been rocking with me since sliced bread, you know we don't plan shit. Cause shit never go as planned. As you can see, they plan not going the way they wanted to go. He gonna tell on all of them. 50 Cent gonna have some tapes on these people. It's some older white gentleman, right? And he about to die. Um, he gonna give something up too. And the reason why he gonna give it up is because when people get in this age and be that close to death, get ready to die, God Almighty controls their turn. So God Almighty has sprinkled some shit on him. That don't mean that he good or his karma white. No, he's still gonna get his ass beat for whatever he engaged in. It's just that he gonna have a change of heart at the end to give up some fucking receipts. That's what that means. That's why I tell people, don't ever in your life go up against God Almighty. If you want to win, you better roll with God Almighty. Look at everybody who disrespected God Almighty. Put God Almighty last. I bet you P. Diddy in there praying, but who he praying to? Because you sold your soul to the devil. God Almighty don't hear nothing you say unless you're speaking on a god or a goddess. People tell you, oh, just say God Almighty. God Almighty hear everybody. No. God Almighty only hear God Almighty people. And if you think I'm cap, you are God Almighty people and you can't even hear God Almighty. You don't even know if God Almighty speaking or not. I'm telling you, God Almighty's not talking to them. If God Almighty talking to somebody evil, is telling them, hey, I'm going to beat your ass because you did X, Y, Z to this person. Look at what I'm going to do with this person while I'm whooping your ass. And if you try to fuck with this person when I get him this shit, I'm going to fuck you up even worse. These people be laying down having premonitions. They see how they going to get fucked up, how you going to come up, everything. Then they want to say, oh, I got the gift. So no, you got the gift for seeing karma. You don't want that gift because you're only in charge of your energy. So you're not seeing other people's karma. You're seeing your karma. What's up, Issa? What's up, Vera? What's up, Taisha? I said, let me get on here and go live because these motherfuckers in here lying. Talking about They raided P. Diddy shit to confiscate the rest of the stuff to save the fake elite. Y'all hear how dumb y'all sound? I'm telling y'all, people be wanting to be the first or number one so fucking bad. If you think the feds went in P. Diddy house and raided them for the fake elite, you dumb as fuck. Oh, the feds is with them. No, the fuck they ain't. Because if they was, they wouldn't even pulled up a case. Let me tell you how the feds work. First and foremost, feds only make deals. So if you getting out, you made a deal. We just got to know what the stipulations for that deal is. Them feds went in there because it's some fake ass powerful men that need to be taken down. So now they got leverage. When you got leverage, you make a motherfucker crack. Let's say they went to Don Julio and Don Julio was just so gangster. I ain't gonna snitch. Now they got leverage. Don Julio gonna tell on everybody. Don Julio gonna put them where they need to be, 222 on the clock. People be acting like they so smart that they dumb. They went in there and confiscated that shit for the fake elite. The fake elite sent the feds in there. Shut that shit up. You sound stupid. God Almighty sent them damn feds in there. And it may have been a crooked fed in there trying to steal or swipe some shit or plant some shit. But guess what was all up and through that raid? Truth. So with that being said, any lie that think it's going to be told or committed or created, I'm telling you, you're going to get caught right in your tracks. Like, let's say somebody trying to sneak in somebody's house. The police going to be right there. What are the odds of the police just ride through the community and when they ride down the street, they see your ass trying to break in somebody's house? I'm telling you, I already seen it. Clive Davis' birthday, April the 4th. He ain't gonna make it. He not gonna make it. And I talked to Whitney. I feel like she's stalling him out, like making him think he gonna get to his birthday, or she might take his ass out on his birthday. But he gone. I seen that nigga pass was 2 months ago, like almost 2 months or 2 months in a week. I'm telling you. But that's not. He might. He might. Oh my lord. He might be the old man that give out something before he die. I thought about that earlier. They placed it upon my mind, but I ain't say nothing. But they brought it back. It's an old white man that's giving up some shit. Like the shit that he giving up, I feel like you gotta be at the board meeting, like at the table. Like P. Diddy ain't at the table. You know what I'm saying? He at a different table. The table that sit, I mean the people that sit at this table is all white and they're old. They like the people who really tell people what to do. He gonna give out something that like the people like P. Diddy don't they possibly could know about, but they ain't never seen or had their fingers on. So when they see this information come out, they gonna know it's somebody who sat at the table with them. They're just not gonna know who. And then somebody said, well, you just told them. If you let me tell you how God Almighty work. That one person not gonna be the only one that die. They're not gonna know who. All these niggas is close to death anyway. This is why I tell y'all don't be believing the news. Do not be believing the news. Cause what the fuck they did was go in there. They waited till the nigga left. People talking about some, oh, this was a fake raid. P. Diddy, how the fuck he leave the country and then they be in there raiding his house? It was not a fake raid. When you want different results, you do different things. They knew what they were doing. That Matt Damon nigga said, this nigga going off to such and such. That's when we rate him. Let him think that he can go outside the states, which he did. But when he went outside the states, y'all thinking he went to go vacation. No, that nigga, what did I tell y'all? I said people got fake spiritualists, right? That nigga knew that the ones in America was fake. That's why I be telling y'all be seeing certain people go overseas a lot. They not going over there to vacation. They might show you one or few pictures on their vacation, but you not with them 24/7. The people over there trying to get healed. The people trying to get them demons out. Them people might be trying to put voodoo on somebody. But that's not the case for him. He went over there and tried to get some type of relief, like some spiritual relief. And whoever he went to, I feel like the first person he went to, they watched TV or they heard about it. They were like, no, 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 no. And was like brushing his ass out, like sweeping their hand, like get the fuck out. Bye, bye. Cause I felt like he called somebody and he had something set up with somebody and they did what they could do. But he had to go to somebody else to get the rest of it. And that person shushed that nigga away. That's why he went overseas. He thought he was gonna be able to put up an illusion, I don't know what the fuck he thought. It was just some type of relief where he would be protected or saved, right? So when he went over there to do that bullshit, that Matt Damon nigga said, let's go in here and raid. While they was in there raiding to get the technology and all that shit, that nigga Matt Damon, somebody, I don't know, a little birdie told him, and he went in there and got shit. He got documents. I know some of them is NDAs, and they not the fake ones, like ones where he made up some and planted them. These are the original copies. Y'all might even see them be uh, shared all over the internet, and they're not fake. They're actually real. They got different signatures. Like I'm telling you, these are real. Sometimes, you can't tell what's real and what's fake because it's so much fake shit. You've been programmed to fake shit. In order for you to see what's real, you must be real. This is why I tell you to be authentic. Only the authentic gonna see the real. You can't be fake and thinking you're gonna see real shit. So for those of you who talking about this was a setup, they let that nigga go over there. Yeah, they let him go over there with him unaware. Not that they came up with a plan. One thing that they know, because it happens all the time, when they going after a suspect and they get them, they already know they in business. They know they target. They know they target. And what I mean by that is, let me turn this down. And what I mean by that is, they know how many times you went to prison, what you went to prison for, if you highly intelligent, if you know how to talk your way from out the investigation, if you lawyer smart, like they know all this stuff about you. It's like they do homework. So when they get the homework for whoever the suspect is, that's when they go in. The feds don't run up in nobody's shit or come to you unless they got some shit on you. When you see the feds, oh, you know it's real. And people think them ain't, y'all know this ain't say crisis actors. When somebody's a crisis actor, I say that. I don't call them the feds. I say these crisis actors. And that's what I call them. Because they always trying to come out when it's a crisis, a fake one. These are real feds. If you watch my old P. Diddy readings, you will see. I don't hang with the celebrities. And when I do start hanging with the celebrities, it'll be select ones, you will see. I'm not dealing with nobody that's evil. Somebody up there said all of them play into that shit and it's fake. Not all of them. You got ones like Chris Brown. Chris Brown, sometimes I be seeing him throw up that shit. But I'm not trying to, like save them. If you throwing up the symbols, that's the least, like that's the lowest. Like, and well, I ain't gonna say the lowest. When I see people just throwing up symbols, those people ain't gonna sacrifice people. They're not gonna promote negative shit. They're not gonna like they're not gonna do too much. That's the most they'll do. And that's just for them to not get blackballed in the entertainment industry. It's a sign to the fake elite that they're down or that they're, you feel me? Hey, just shout us out when you be on stage or when you do a video. Show us something. Show us a symbol, a hand gesture. But then you got people who sacrifice their family or friends. You got people who sell their souls. You got people who engage in same sex activity. You got people that go out here and trick the youth in their music. But I told y'all, if anybody want to listen to me, I said the first community God Almighty was lighting up was the tarot community. Then I said every fucking community. The entertainment industry, that's a damn community. The alphabet community, they gonna light y'all ass the fuck up. Let me go ahead and speak on that before I forget again. Y'all alphabet community, them things from outer space. Let me tell y'all something. It was one realm that I went to. I don't know. It's giving like Dubai. It's giving real strict rules. It's giving like a certain place in China. Like the way that they, and I've been saying dismantle, and y'all hear them say dismantle now. The way they decapitated that community, I said, damn, it was like wolves that ain't eaten in how long, being surrounded on the land of free meat. They told, I said, that was vicious. It was vicious how they got that community. And I know people gonna be like, that's fucked up. Let me say this. I don't give a fuck what nobody do. If you like same sex, that's on you. You feel me? That's none of my business. I don't care to. I work for God Almighty. And I'm just telling you what God Almighty showed me. And I got confirmation a couple of months ago, or last year to be exact. Because God Almighty showed me that same sex, they were going to turn around. The people that belong to God Almighty, they got that sprinkle on them. Some type of divinity was sprinkled on them for them to, like, they might have hit a peak on their timeline, right? Which made them become aware. It's a spiritual awakening for them to awaken to what they're doing is not right. A lot of people don't like hearing that, but hey, you y'all think y'all gonna get mad at the messenger? Go right ahead. Cause the person who sent me with a being that sent me to give the message is about that. TTG ain't got nothing on God Almighty. Trained to go ain't the word. I'm talking about skilled, highly qualified. But I seen God Almighty set out groups. I'm telling you, they like little, like, y'all know how like when the military about to go do missions and they send out, they be like, Group A, B, C, yeah, like I'm telling you, God Almighty sent a special op group for every fucking community. That means this is their purpose. They're highly skilled and they got, it's like one for every specific person. It's like a takedown, the great takedown is what I'm gonna call it. TGTD, the great takedown. And I'm telling y'all, every community getting fucked up. Anything that's a lie, that's false, that's fake, is getting removed. Y'all keep thinking I be capping. God Almighty is not playing. Like a lot of people scared now. Like y'all should see how people like P Diddy. You should see how they be up taking Odo, trying to go to church, and when they walk into church, they feel like heat. Like like when it's real hot outside and you got your AC on in the house and you open the door as soon as you walk out, you feel that heat. That's what they feel. Like they not comfortable nowhere. Not even in their own home. I told y'all this shit. And then when P. Diddy, I don't know if he start going to trial when they lock him up. I don't know. But they gonna have him because he already locked up. And people like that's fake. Mm-mm. You gonna tell it ain't this. You could tell it ain't fake. You gonna be able to tell. How you gonna be able to tell? Cause I ain't gonna say this one not fake. I'm just gonna say what the energy is. Kim book gonna come out. So tell it. It's a tell all. Something that was written like 10, 15 years ago. And you gonna know that it was written 10, 15 years ago because it's gonna have two dates. It's gonna have the date that it was published, like the year this year, and then you're gonna see when it was written. I'm telling y'all, shit about to hit the fan. I told y'all Usher gonna get his confession. Watch. I'm telling you, when that man get his shit, that's gonna make the whole world cry. I'm telling you, it's gonna make the world cry. Cause let's say it is, cause I remember them trying to tell him what to say. It don't. You can't fake energy. You can't fake energy. It's like every time he in the same room with that man, he gets this. It's a grown ass man, but when I look at Usher, I see a scared ass little boy. That's why I don't watch TV in general, but certain celebrities, when they're around certain people, like their handler, their gatekeeper, whoever, you can tell. Like I remember I seen Justin Bieber in this one area and he was like smiling, you could see his dimples. Soon as P. Diddy walked in, the nigga turned into a little boy, like a 7-year-old. He could have met Diddy when he was probably like 15. It's like he breaks them down to be in, like he could have met Usher when Usher was 14. He broke Usher down till he was like 7. That's why Usher's sex appeal or his, I don't know, I ain't gonna say his demeanor. That's why his shit is so, like sensual, sexual. Shit is crazy. And then some of them, they had this energy where if they were raped by another man, they go out and fuck a lot of women. That's why he like a sex symbol. Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. That's my nigga for real. So I'm telling y'all, those of you who tapped in, pay attention. You gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna be watching interviews and you just gonna start being aware, alert. You ain't even gonna be paying attention to it, like looking for it. You just gonna be watching a regular award show. Then you gonna see somebody walk up on somebody and you gonna pay attention to how their body language change. Bitches be clutching their clutch purse. Bitches' shoulders be, I'm telling you, I pay attention to everything. When I be watching award shows, I listen to them talk, but I be paying attention to the person body language. Like when they be talking to Denzel Washington, like you could tell Denzel, like people talking about everybody down with it. Hell no. Like niggas like Denzel, you could tell he not down. You could tell. People think he sit at the top. He don't. He don't sit where y'all think that nigga sit. That nigga get that bread and leave. He be telling other people, like he told Brandon from off of the lottery ticket, leave 30 minutes before the devil show up. Like he knows what they do. And for those of you who say, "Oh, well, he just as guilty." No, the fuck he not, because he's being a messenger for God Almighty. He's telling people and alerting them what the fuck can happen and what the fuck you need to do. He said this is a game that they play. This is exactly, they said get into character. Fuck y'all. This is a game that they play. You got to play the game. But not only do you play the game, you beat them at the game. How do you beat them at that game? By not doing or giving in to what they want you to do. Integrity. Move with integrity. You came in here with morals and values. Do not lose those morals and values. Keep those same morals, keep those same values. I'm looking at him how he talk to people. The same way he be acting in the movies when he be passionate. Yeah, you see this nigga? Nah, we not gonna, like, I'm telling you, he going in. And he ain't just do that for one person, he did it for a lot. And they can't touch Denzel. Because I know y'all like they gonna know they can't. You can tell he's a sophisticated gentleman or a sophisticated gangster. Nigga played Frank Lucas. Come on now. Like he got a gift, right? The way they shape shift is for evil. He shape shifts for positive. And what I mean by that is like when Denzel get into those characters, the devil do not take over him. You know how like when Beyonce get on stage, she no longer Beyonce, she Sasha Fierce because she let the devil take over her, what she signed her contract for. Meaning half and half. You do the interviews, but when you out on that stage, and shit is went out. You feel me? That's why I'm telling you, his shape shift is legit. It's from God Almighty. It got a positive energy, gold, divinity. Like they say, give an example. Like let's say he playing a racist person, right? Let's say in a movie he races against Chinese people. If you Chinese and your ass is on the fucking set, he not gonna fuck with you. He not gonna fuck with you. Like let's say he's playing a straight man that dislike the alphabet people. If you are alphabet person on the set, we not talking about film. We not talking about actually being in the movie. I'm talking about you can be the light person. You could be the director. I'm talking about even down to the director. The nigga not gonna fuck with you. That's what I mean by he shapeshift. When you look, like, I can tell when somebody good at their job, like especially when it comes to divinity. Like he's somebody just said I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm telling you, like he got this energy where I don't know, y'all. Like some of his energy matches mine. What I mean by that is he's passionate. I know passion when I see it. He confident. He's alpha. He's dominant. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Like match mine. Like when somebody got similar traits as you, similar energy builds or energy fields, whatever you want to call it. I say builds, because you build that energy up. You could tell. That's how you figure out who got things in common like you. Instead of, oh, they like blue, I like blue. You feel me? It's like the energy. When you passionate and they passionate, you always want to find common ground. Because the overall energy is passionate. You feel me? But anywho, I just see him doing that. Like that's his job to save people, but it's up to you to listen with them to listen. So it's something about Denzel too, because I spoke on him. But seeing that, because I had to switch it up, y'all, but God Almighty brought it right back. But seeing that nigga Usher, Justin Timberlake too, like the shit that Usher did to Justin Timberlake, meaning by put him in this, like adding him to it, I'm telling you, that I don't know how to explain that type of, I don't know. I'm not capping to y'all. It's like this why these celebrities, y'all be like they got all this money. That's why Usher work. He can't even really enjoy vacation. And then when he do, he got like a lot of people. And I know y'all like a lot of people. Yeah, like he got all his kids. He got his mama. He like I be seeing James around because I was asking like, where the fuck James be? Now all of a sudden you see James. Um, and for those of you who don't know who James is, that's his stepbrother. Um, the one that was on Punk that got caught stealing. But anywho, like he has an entourage, and that woman that he with, I don't. I feel like 144 on the clock. I don't know. She iffy. When I get iffy energy, I don't bet nothing on it. That nothing. It got to be. It got to be there for me, and it's not there. I feel like, cause people like, oh, he found love. No, they gonna get a divorce too. Y'all gotta look at the women that he choosing. The first lady, Tamika, she old enough to be his mama. That nigga was under a fucking spell, an illusion, and then he was a scared little boy. So she was like a mother figure, something that his mother wasn't. It's something that his mom was. It's something that his mom didn't give him that she was giving him. Now look at this woman. A lot of people talking about, oh, she his speed, she on his level. Okay, okay. Coming from, you gotta ask yourself this: do you really know what real love is? Have you ever been really loved, and have you ever gave real love? If you can be real with yourself and say, well, you know what, I ain't ever really been loved, then you need to shut up. And the reason why I tell you shut up is because that's not real love. I I don't know that man Usher, but I know his mannerisms. The way that, and people say, well, that's just on stage, him performing. It's not just performing. Y'all allow people to say certain shit and you roll with it. It's not just performing. You gotta ask yourself, Usher is the type of person, he like Chris Brown. You know, they like to pour into their craft, they like to be good when they step on stage. We can all say that, right? But you gotta remember, y'all don't ever see this nigga take no days off. You don't ever see this nigga break. The only woman that nigga really fucked with, and y'all can say what the fuck y'all want, cause she was older, but she was young at heart. She didn't seem older. And what I mean by she didn't seem older is not saying she immature. It's because of y'all know Chili don't. She didn't look old. She already looked like a kid, but she matched him. She's playful. She's goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like giddy. That's the only one. When I'm looking at the energy that the women he been through, and I ain't talking about the women from before he hit here. I'm talking about it's Chili. There's no fucking cap. That wasn't oh y'all gonna get together and look be the cup. No, that was love. I ain't gonna say love at first sight. It could have been, but you know, like that was real. That was fucking real. That wasn't a distraction. That wasn't no make believe to make his career take off. He had feelings for her, like the ones where I will embarrass myself for you. He don't got that for these women. Like the woman he just married, he don't got that for her. He do not got that. She got some type of safe haven, like a little safe haven for him. I don't know what that is, but I know it ain't. It's not real the way y'all think it is. Feel like she could be a new handler, a new set of eyes, cause the way the energy going up. They don't want to get caught. I'm telling you, like this shit. That's why. Don't y'all remember growing up and y'all used to be like, damn, I want to be on TV. I want to be doing. You see now, you glad you wasn't, huh? God Almighty knew not to let me be one because God Almighty said she ain't gonna make it. She is not gonna make it. They wouldn't have tried me. Like the same way P. Diddy discarded Chris Brown, that's how they would have did me. They probably would have accepted me at first, but then when they would have seen how I was coming, oh, we gotta get this bitch the fuck up out of here. We gotta get her. I'm telling you. Cause the first time that fat motherfucker would have came over there and tried to touch me, I would have gut checked that nigga. Kia! I would have been the one telling about, hey, I would have been seeing them people in there cry. Like, I would have been the one that wouldn't have got touched, I'm telling you. And soon as one of those, Amanda, any of them, came over to me and said, because I would have felt it. What's wrong with you? Nothing. No, you can tell me anything. And I'm going to tell you something. I could meet somebody that's a stranger that's been running for their life. Trust me. They're going to sit down and tell me everything that happened to them. I'm telling y'all, I got this energy, but I'm real. I don't know. Like, people can tell that I'm genuine. I'm not going to tell your business. Who am I going to tell it to? And the person that I'm going to tell it to can help you, God Almighty, my ancestors, my divine forces. It's like I genuinely care. They would sit down and tell me, and I would have went in there orchestrated some shit. Y'all, we be playing these games on TV. We're going to do it just like TV, Macaulay Culkin style. That motherfucker would have went to go sit his fat ass down, and I would have made the chair look like it was a regular chair, and it would have had nails pointed up, glued. Ah! We would have fucked his ass up. That's why God Almighty, that's why when stuff like, I give all praises to God Almighty for keeping me. But certain situations like that, I knew that my spirit wouldn't be in. Like you could tell, you could look at yourself and tell. They wouldn't have gotten away with nothing. I would have been the the fire that burnt them down. Like no cap. Cause I wouldn't have went for that shit. And they parents, what type of parents are y'all? Like I would have went in. God Almighty, I already know you don't put me in none of these situations. You wanna know why? Because if it's meant for shit to go down, don't put me there. And that's why God Almighty refrained me, baby. Because a nigga like me, I don't give a fuck. Let me be sitting in a room with a woman and she got her aggressor or her abuser in there. No, you're scared. I'm not. Girl, he gonna be, no, don't speak that negativity on me. He beat you up. Not gonna beat me up. Because for one thing, I'm aware that this is abuser. I'm not gonna roll up on no abuser like I'm trying to fucking sell Girl Scout cookies. Come on now. I'm gonna roll up on that abuser. I'm gonna match that nigga energy. One thing most abusers are when they pick women are pussies. They'll beat up on a woman. Now you got a nigga out here that's beating up both sexes, then that's, you feel me, that's something different. But a nigga who victims is only women, you a pussy. You go for an easy target until you run across an alpha female that'll bust you upside your fucking head. Giving Ike and Tina in a limo, the only difference is you're not gonna hit my face, nigga. Duck and dodge. But you put me in a room like that, no. It's like you, a lot of people, y'all don't be confident. Like you let like you let fear psych you out. Well, what if he get me? What if he, no? What if he don't? What if you go over there and beat the shit out that nigga? You don't know. You're basing yourself from off another person. This is what you got to get out of. Because you think because he beating her up, he going to beat you up too. That's where you got that analyst from. That's why I don't compare myself to others. If he beat you up, that's on you. He got to show me that he can beat me up for me to say that shit. I don't be, well, you a female. Common sense and logic, yeah, men are more stronger than women. But hey, I roll with God Almighty. God Almighty give me the strength to choke a nigga out. Like y'all better, I don't know. Y'all gotta stand up for yourself and stand up for others who can't stand up for themselves. Because sometimes they be, the little person in them be dying inside screaming, so this time won't you save me? Baby, I feel like giving up. Like you never know when somebody gonna give up. That's why you always be nice to people. You treat people with respect. You be very nice to them. You don't lie. You don't steal. You don't cheat. You feel me? You don't create negative energy. Somebody could have just lost a kid, right? And because you had a shitty day, you're gonna be mean to them or whatever. Like you never know what somebody going through. That's why you be nice. Now, if somebody coming to be rude and mean to you, you just remove yourself. But y'all pay attention. It's gonna be another raid too, but not for P. Diddy. They're gonna, it's a special task force or something. Special op, special, I don't know. It's a special team that's gonna raid this person's house. Like they are specialists or trained in a certain division. Like let's say they child molester catchers. They are trained. The next raid is somebody who's sex trafficker or child molester. And I know y'all like, why you telling them? It's over 1 million of those. Well, I can say 1 million. It ain't that many. It's a lot. You feel me? I mean, I'm not saying in general, but it's not over 1 million in the fake elite. But if you put the world like the public, yeah. But anywho, they not gonna know which one. That's the beauty of God Almighty. When you do stuff in groups, you don't know who to snitch. If you do something with 7 people and they tell you somebody told, you don't know who told. You gotta figure that out. You gotta play guess who. So when it comes to these people coming to tell, you gotta play guess who. And the people who they think it is, it never be them. They'll be like, oh well, Maxwell got the tapes. It ain't even Maxwell who told it, somebody else. Didn't I tell y'all tapes and video and audio was just gonna miraculously pop up? Artifacts popping up. Didn't I tell y'all stuff about the fossils? What's they called? Archaeologists. Y'all might want to watch my old readings. I'm telling y'all. But they gonna raid this man's house. And he gonna be home. And his kids or whoever. Everybody gonna be home. He not gonna be out the country. So this one could be a fake one, but I doubt it. Cause he cussing and spitting. Talking about, do you know who the fuck I am? They like, exactly. And the man who's in charge is a black man. Never mind, it's real. Cause I think he say, secure him. Like they don't even put him in handcuffs. They put him in ziplock. I mean what them things called? Ziplocks. And I know y'all like Ziplocs. They like not the Ziploc bags, but they the little things that go around your wrist. I can't remember what they called. And I used to be a correctional officer. It's crazy. Zip ties. It's like a lock. It's the one you just put on their hand and zzz, they got them. So this is a special fact. Like they don't got handcuffs. These people, and I'm gonna tell you, they get those. They don't bring handcuffs. They get those when they gotta put them on multiple people. Cause I know people like, well, if they only got one pair of handcuffs, that's why they use them zip ties. It'd be like 20 to 30 on one, and they be having like two of them, maybe three, tied to their little duty belt. When they come in with those, that means it's a lot of people that they might have to secure. But when they bust into this man's house, they gonna find tapes of people like Amanda Bynes. Um, this might be that fat nigga house. Um, yeah, cause we were just speaking on that. The all that members, like all the kids, all the celebrities when they was kids, all their pornography. Mm, 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 mm. And for those of you who want to see it, it I feel like in divine time, I'm not. Some of it might get leaked, but in divine timing, it's gonna be made to the public where people can watch it, and you ain't gonna have to pay to watch it either. It's gonna be free. Yeah, this nigga was about to get shot. He gonna put a little boy in front of him. Talking about no, 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 no. I'm telling you, whoever house they want to go raid, he might put his son in front of him or some shit like that. I don't know, cause that's a significant. That's irony, and it's a fat nigga too, y'all. He double chinned up. Y'all heard of double cheeked up? He double chinned up. What's up, Taisha? I'm telling y'all, and God Almighty just told me, anybody that's trying to cover these stories or cover these celebrities, whatever you put out, it's coming right back to you. Times a billion, trillion, gazillion. What the hell? You trying to be petty? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Stay away from people who playing people energy. They got this damn. Is he like a magnet? I don't know how to explain this nigga. He like one of them glow people. Um, I don't know. He is like he a magnet, but he not a magnet. Like when he come in, I don't know. It's like he got some type of radiation or something on his body that when he walks in, it's like your organs deteriorate. I don't know, but I know your insides die because whatever is the vibration or the frequency that's coming off of him, it, your insides can't withstand it. That shit is crazy. Damn. And he walking through the hallways. Yeah, I don't know. He not a magnet, but he is a magnet. He like a big ass energy force or energy something. I'm seeing him walk, and as he walk, like you can see people cringe or I don't know. Their body tell you like they look like they about to gag, but it's no gagging. I don't know. It's just the way they body moving, and I can tell because I got this type of vision like Terminator. Um, where I can see body scans and it can go in thermal mode, different type of colors and shit. And it's see through. It's like X-ray right now. It lines up whatever energy is presented. My vision automatically adjusts to it, and the frequency on it is it calls for see through like X-ray. So when I looked, I could see like the heart, it busted, the organs like the intestines. Yeah, I don't know. It like shrunk. I don't know. It's like they It's like they don't disappear or turn into, like grain or salt. They shrivel and burst. Like, damn, they gonna have an inflamed lung, but it's like one lung is flat and the other one got a lot of air in it. Oh my lord. Damn, these people kidneys gonna shut down. I don't know, it's something with like his energy attack the kidneys and everything else fail. Something like that. I don't know. He got some type of energy on his body though, and it fucks up your organs on the inside. Y'all better tread lightly, but y'all know 101. I teach you how to stunt. 101 is on the clock. I tell people shit, but y'all know what's my saying. They gonna bite the dust. I'm telling you they are. They let greed, pride, ego, jealousy, I don't know, get the best of them. I wouldn't fuck with this nigga. And it's not no wait, it's on site, they said. What did he got? Oh my lord. This nigga got some type of animal with him. I don't know what that is. He got an animal too. And it's crazy because it's like he was walking for a minute. He was walking by himself. I was getting ready to say, hey, it's a thing behind you. But he matched him. This nigga got an animal. It's giving me Searchlight with that man that had that dog. I don't know. He got some type of animal with him. What's that? A leer, right? A liar. Yeah, a leer. Yo, let me tell y'all something. That look like me. That look like me. Yes, that does. Oh, that look like, yo, that dude look like me, bro. You're not about to tell me. Let me look at the energy. Yeah, I knew it was. Yo, we in this room. This is this is me looking at a vision. So this happened in another lifetime or something. Well, this not gonna happen in the future. I don't know. That's not important. We're playing harps, but it's not the harp that we got. It looked like a U. It's little too. Like it looked like a mini harp. I don't know. We playing it, but it's like we healing people with it. These people are sick. Oh shit. Whatever the man is taking from these people, the dog takes it and goes somewhere. Cause this somebody is not a dog, but he turns into a dog. Um, like in a 3D. It's a homeless man sitting behind a dumpster. The dog walks up, licks on his face, and bring him a sandwich. Like it's the same fucking dog, but it's not a dog when he with that cosmic being. It's something else. I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, I do know they say don't say nothing. I don't know why I keep. It's a part of me when I'm like, I don't know what it is. Um, yeah, but we healing these people with these layers. It's something with our hands too, cause it's like a gold. You know that shit that follows behind Tinkerbell? I don't know. It's like gold shit near our hands. Damn, she shot that man in the head. I don't know. It's like it's healing though. Illusion, illusion. Oh shit. These people get ready to get transferred. Cause I'm like they not sick. These people about to get transferred to illusion. It's like a pure cleanse. Y'all be careful with that damn April 8th. Some of y'all ain't gonna make it. Some of y'all gonna get removed. I'm telling y'all, that eclipse is not a fake eclipse. It's not being made by their digital system. It's a real eclipse. And it's gonna be different. It's not gonna be like all the rest of them. Cause I'm telling y'all, this cycle is gonna go for like 30 something years plus. Like I'm telling y'all, it's like if your ass was up and now you down, that's what you gonna stay in for like 30 something. I'm telling y'all for the rest of y'all lifetime here. Let me just say that. It's the energy. Anything that's not authentic is getting removed. They got this damn, they got this reader thingy, right? And what I mean by reader is like it looks like the anybody used to watch the Jetsons. Remember the lady that used to come up and clean? It looked like her, but it just walks up and it's like a minion. A eye pops out like a ball, look like a camera, but it got this green light and it shines from your crown down to your root. Oh shit, this one bad. Oh, y'all showing me what they doing. I don't know if you. It's like an authenticity reader. You can tell. Like the reason why I'm saying you could tell that I'm telling my ancestors them that it's a authenticity reader, and the reason why I'm telling you that you could tell is because on the side of it, it has your energy. Like it switches to your like whoever's standing in front of it switches to your energy, and the scan scans your energy and it fills up the other tube. So both tubes should look identical or the same. The tubes ain't the same. So this is a bad one. This person ain't been authentic. Y'all, I'm telling y'all why Mother Earth is fasting, right? The divine is doing what they need to do. You got certain people being healed so they can go ahead and transition. You got certain people being scanned. Like I'm telling y'all, God Almighty got God Almighty foot soldiers and beings out here. Something big is about to happen. I'm telling you. For God Almighty be doing all of this. Y'all better protect yourself. Y'all better be having food, water, flashlights, first aid kits. I'm telling you. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It's just the way that I'm looking at this stuff, the way shit is set out. If you really tapped in, you'll know what I'm saying is. Like, why is that out? Yo, something gonna happen to these people, kids. Y'all know the ones who been out here molesting people. This motherfucker said kids only on it. Kid approved. That shit is crazy. Some of they kids about to be, yo, if God Almighty let some of their bloodline live, it's gonna be a deformed version. It's a skip in their genetic makeup. Lord. And it's only going on to kids. So this how you know that their bloodline is fucked. That's petty. They gonna have a bloodline. Well, they was already incompetent and incapable, but like they're not gonna be able to feed themselves or change themselves. You know, like stuff like that. That's petty. It's getting put in their kids. Like it said kids only, kid approved. I know what the fuck I read. And they putting it in their kids. Since they like to put them things in people, y'all know what they putting in people. Get this so you won't be sick. The divine is shooting them with shit. But they only doing it for the kids. And it's only like the fake elite kids. Some of them gonna have them little things on their elbows so they can walk. This shit crazy. Like this is somebody who was regular. Now they got these things on their elbows to walk. This shit crazy. What's up, Husto? I don't even know how to explain this. They got their kid. These kids is, yo, these kids is, 111 on the clock. And there's 11 people in here. I don't know what's something with them kids, yo. And and they can be 30. They still somebody kid. It's something about them being, some with their limbs, something with something being vegetable, vegetated, um, not not being able, unable, cannot, blockage, barrier. They about to, what, like, let's say their son is a race car driver. He gonna lose his legs or something. Like, let's say somebody a football player. He ain't gonna be able to walk. Like, it's something. Like, whatever they're doing. Like, let's say somebody is an accountant. They ain't gonna be able to type. And then let's say they're gonna try to do the voice. Then they go, I don't know. Mm, it's like whatever God Almighty take away from them, it's gonna really put them in a funk, like a sunken place. Ain't nobody gonna be able to bring them out of this. It's like they're hypnotized by whatever their parents try to hypnotize other people with. Yo, these ancestors is surrounding these kids. They, oh shit, they beating the fuck out these kids. These are y'all. These are ancestors like grown ups. Somebody said we don't fuck kids. We beat the shit out of them. Yo, they just put these ancestors, like, they locked hands around these kids and created some type of force field where they can't get out, and they started beating their ass. And I know y'all like, for real, yeah. They just started whooping their ass. That's why some of them gonna be having bruises on their bodies from out of nowhere, where their body gonna be aching. Like, y'all be wondering why people say, oh, it felt like they got BEAT up in their sleep. Yeah, that's because people ancestors fucking your ass up in a 5D. You ever woke up aching and you don't know why? Somebody ancestors came and fucked you up. Now, if you do a lot of manual, you know what I'm saying, then that's different. Don't went to the gym, you know, that's different. You a person that sit on the phone and do customer service. You shouldn't wake up achy. They beating the shit fuck out these kids. Cause somebody woke up and they saying, I can't move my legs. I can't move my legs. It's not funny, but yes it is. God Almighty said it is funny. It is funny, y'all. I said it real quick. Yes, it is. Like, I see somebody like dragging their bottom, but they still sitting on the bed though. Like, I don't know. They legs is like noodles. Like, they laid. I'm about to get up out of this. And this is wealthy people too. You should see how this bed is. It's like it's like a hotel bed. They got white sheets and shit. Like a 5-star, like the Roman Caesar 5-star hotel. The way that the headboard is made, look like something like Roman. I don't know, but somebody can't move. They're gonna find out they can't walk. It's something in they fucking vertebrae that disconnected, and when it disconnected, they no longer got control over their legs. That shit is crazy. Um, they fucking with they nervous system or their nerves. A lot of them gonna have is it pinched nerve? I don't know. They're gonna have something. I don't know what the medical term for it. I was saying a pinched nerve, but I don't think that's severe enough. Cause it's something where something got to get cut off or it don't work, and they need it to work. Like, somebody's a writer and they only write naturally instead of typing it. They can't do that. It's like God Almighty takes the gift of gab away. Let's say somebody was a good surfer. They ain't got no legs. Like, I don't, it's, y'all, it's like whatever God Almighty take away from them, they not gonna be able to get out of it. It's like they're gonna be in a sunken place, hypnotized, but it's not hypnotized. Because this ain't negative energy. It's coming from God Almighty. It's been put under a trance of energy that they can't overpower. So it overpowers it. And whatever God Almighty put in that energy is the energy to be stuck, to not know, to be controlled, to be led. I don't know. It's do as I do as I say energy, basically. And the main energy, like the main energy that's like my left ear ringing, the energy that's being placed upon him is fucking sadness. It's like, ooh, it's sunken place energy, basically. Motherfuckers is really like fucked up, like for real, for real. And it's on their bloodline, like they use. God Almighty is stopping everything. Like they're going back to their original, oh yeah, God Almighty about to expose people bloodlines. People try to act like their bloodline is a royalty. Y'all about to see, no it's not. God Almighty taking down all illusions. Somebody could look like fucking Hercules, but they really look like Michael Blackson, like skinny. I don't know. It's like, remember the movie Hot Chick? I did a reading about that, where somebody seen him as a bad white girl, but to us he was looking like a man. God Almighty's removing the illusions. Somebody who you looked at as strong will be weak, because God Almighty said the only people that's gonna be strong on this earth is gods and goddesses. Nobody's gonna overpower them. God Almighty sending everybody power to be way below ours. Y'all better, I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't tapping into your God or goddess energy, y'all fuck. Because it's set for us to be the highest. I'm telling y'all better get on y'all shit. Shit's about to get real. About to get really real. Anybody want to get a reading before I get off of here? And no, they're not free. That shit is crazy how they sitting there fucking them up like that though. Yo, I'm looking at, I thought this was a fucking cemetery because the way it's looking, but they got these trees and they got these people tied to it. They look like witches. It's like the land of fire. It's like lava. It's hot. This is where everybody getting fucked up. They got different communities. Some getting set on fire, some getting beat up, some losing their limbs, some going in the asylum, some of them gonna kill themselves, some of them being held captive, some of them get mauled by animals, some of them get lost at sea. I don't know. Some of them go through natural disasters. Some of them even die from the sun. Damn. I don't know what that is. I'm about to get off of here, y'all. If anybody would like to book a personal reading, I am available. Just email me at spinkstarot@yahoo.com. Or for instant booking, you can go to my business page under Spinkstarot and book there. My cash app is $capital S Spinkstarot, and my Zelle is spinkstarot@yahoo.com. My cash app does has a fee depending on what you pick. I'm available for everything. Therapy sessions, come talk to me, readings, couples therapy, couples readings, awakening, all of that. Shout out to Isa Gomez and Vera El Dos Santos for the Western Union. That has a $10 fee, but you have to email me so we can get that together. If you would like to send a donation, which is not required but greatly appreciated, you can. If you don't book a reading or you do book a reading, I still fuck with you as long as you're not evil or negative. If you send a donation or don't, I still fuck with you as long as you're not evil or negative. When it comes to my HVBs and divine beings, sending you guys nothing but love, light, peace, joy, healing, and protected energy. May God Almighty, ELOHYM, the source, the creator, Allah, the highest of the high, be with you, within you, and surrounding you. Namaste, gang gang.